You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstead. Kevin.
I'm 6'5", 250, and trained, so bring that shit on, bitches.
I was listening to Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead last night. I've never really called into Kevin's show or gotten into any banter to him because, to be honest with you, he's way too intellectual for me. I mean, I'm no dummy, but this guy, I don't think I can hang with him verbally in just, discussing the issues. He's a really smart guy.
That's Wes Johnson. Find him at wesjohnson.com. The greatest on-air personality to ever bless the United States of America.
He does a really good show. It's very professionally done. He's on iHeartRadio.
I can sniff out bullies from a mile away, and I love to go after them. I am not alpha male until an alpha male shows up and tries to start bossing me around. That's when the alpha male comes out in me. I'm an alfalfa male. Once an alpha male gets in my face, I'm an alfalfa male. The cowlick pops up on the back of the head.
Every once in a while, you have to go to war.
The pants rise to become high waters. I got my dukes up.
I'm gonna what do you call it, mute my mic so I don't deafen you or defecate on you. And oh shit, he made a poop noise. And then we're gonna
and I'm ready to rock and roll. Give him a little Jack Johnson, Yeah.
Truth on Tap is now flowing from iHeartRadio. Get your Kierstead fix by Googling Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead. All the truth you can handle running hot on iHeart, Facebook, Spreaker, and more. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth on Tap.
This is Grandpa L from the United World One Voice Network, and I listen to Kevin Kierstead on the Truth on Tap right here on Spreaker.com.
Now 61 and living in Washington, cancer came calling this summer. Christopher, can we start by talking about the cancer? What is the prognosis?
Well, the particular form of malignancy I have is in my esophagus, but it's metastasized, as they love to say, to my lymph nodes. You can practically feel one in my palate on bad days. And I'm afraid to at least a tiny speck in my lungs. And the prognosis for that is that if you lump it all together, you leave out every other consideration.
Metastacism is my favorite.
So that's not ideal.
Know what I'm saying?
But in the meantime, in the old cliche, you live day to day.
Oh, yeah. But actually, who doesn't? You feel as if you're drowning in
Yeah, man.
and being assaulted by something.
There we go. Now it's playing.
Horrible.
Yeah, so I wasted a whole intro there because the goddamn thing. We'll start Christopher Hitchens' thing over again. That's no problem. So, you guys heard a song that you didn't need to hear tonight. And, yeah, we're going to pause there. Just wanted to let you know what the show's going to be about. We're going to have some clips here, Chris Hitchens. This could be a weird kind of goodbye for me. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. It's weird how this stuff works, isn't it? You have some heart problems. You have some weird stuff going on. And this does not feel like a last will and testament. I'll probably be back for many years to come. Not trying to spook anybody. Certainly not trying to create drama. Good God, I fucking hate drama. But then again, I know myself, and I can step outside and be the third-party observer. And the third-party observer says, Kevin, you might be downplaying this a bit. And if you're doing that, well, you don't want to be one of those guys that just suddenly comes up dead when you could have said goodbye to people or whatever. I'm not here to say goodbye. I don't want to make it sound like that old Yeller shit, But I probably should say a few things just in case I do check out anytime soon. The heart, it's a weird thing. You hear about it. You read about it. Oh, people have a heart attack. Fred Sanford. Weezy, I'm coming to see you. Lamont, get the truck ready. All that. I used to be able to talk like that. I don't have the energy right now. Then you get these pains in your chest and pain in your jaw and a headache. And your ankles are a little swollen. And you're going, there's a few things piling up on me here. I don't know if I can handle this. And, so it gets you thinking, and thinking is what I'm doing, and because of that, I don't know what this is about. I guess I'll do this show to say a few things I may not have said before, or at least reiterate those things I have said that I really mean, and play a few clips on how people look at life and death. We've got Christopher Hitchens on death and religions, short clips. We've got Michio Kaku on life after death, creationism, scientific evidence of geological time. Life after death, proved by scientists. Probably won't play the clip because it was a dumb clip. George Carlin on death. That's some real shit there. And then there's this thing where a doctor has life after death experience and is not afraid to die. I don't know about that. It was on Fox News, and she's selling a book. And once you have a book out about it, I have to question your motives. And that automatically, I'm sorry, but it automatically makes it not legitimate to me. Now, even if you were donating all profits to charity, it's still another way to get money to a place you believe in. So I still have to question your motivation. And maybe that's not fair, but that's my human mind doing what it does. Yeah, and it's weird when you get chest pains and stuff, and you get, it's one thing to get a chest pain or a headache or this or that, but when you get all the symptoms at once, you start going, okay, all right, maybe my shit is here, which is fine with me. I don't fear death at all. Never have. I remember I was at a Beta Club convention in high school, and I was crawling from one room to the other. You had to go outside. It's weird. This just came to me. It was the patios. I was on the third or fourth floor. You had to go outside the patio wall and climb over the rail to get to the next floor over, which was what some people may refer to as highly dangerous. And I scared some people doing that. And that's been my thing. I just never bothered me. Death, I don't know. I didn't have a death wish. I just had little respect for things that could hurt you that probably, in my own estimation, wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like skydiving. I knew the odds. I mean, we had to sign a paper when we went skydiving that one of my friends and I went the same day on the first time, then I went alone the second time. Said, I believe the odds on that paper at Skydive Suffolk said 1 in 10,000 skydives ends in serious injury or death. And, you know, that included people getting caught up in power lines and stuff. It's not always jump and splat. But maybe eaten by alligators, people that land down there by Gaucher. I don't know, you know. So fuck all that. I don't care about death. I don't really care about life. Here's what I want to know, and we're going to talk about this throughout the show. If this was some kind of school, what kind of sick fucking perverted joke was this? Let's put a soul down there in school and torture his ass sometimes and give him little happy times other times. And what we're teaching him is what? Patience? And think about this. If you need that kind of patience, what are you up for in your next life? Wherever that is, or your spiritual life. Holy shit. That's not going to be a lot of fun if this is just school. This is just basic training, the shit you go through in this world. That means it's going to get real fucking ugly. Them bullets get real out there in the real world. Oh my God. Yeah, not buying the school. I don't know what it is. Who knows what it is? But, you know, I'm going with what's most likely at this point, and I think what's most likely is we become worm food. And I've got some friends that believe differently. I've got a lot of friends that believe differently. One thing I know is we might not have control of what happens after we die, but we do have some control over what happens when you live. And if you live with someone and you're their partner, I think the most ideal time you could possibly choose to show them your best support is when they might be in some serious trouble. I just want to throw that out there. I don't know if it means anything to anybody, but yeah, that's when you're called on the hardest by someone you love. They have stumbled, they may have fallen. That's when you got to show up, and that's not a time to shirk away and disappear into the shadows until things get easier. Just my opinion. It's just one guy's view, one philosophy. I think when people fall down and you love them, you can avoid them most of the time till that happens. Then you got to show the fuck up, because if you don't, well, that's a weird thing. It's I don't know. There are always some forces at odds with that too, trying to keep you apart from them, especially if there's jealousy involved. That's going to be there. Your wedges are going to be there. Your old emotions are going to be there, whether they're love or hate. Your distance and financial divisions will be there, and we'll be working on you. You'll have all kinds of stuff going on. When it comes to parents and kids, you got parental alienation syndrome. Look that shit up. Look that shit up. I guarantee you know somebody who has put their kid through that. Scary shit. Bad stuff. It's like beating a person that you don't like with your kid. Yeah, hold your kid by the ankles. Beat the person you don't like with them, having no regard for the damage it's doing for the kid. If you know somebody who's going through that, educate the shit out of them. I don't care if you have to send them emails every day. Put paper in front of them every day. Parental alienation syndrome. Too many people get hurt because one person's pissed off. Yeah, bad stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get into Christopher Hitchens. This is what Chris Hitchens thinks on death of religion. He is atheist, or was atheist. He passed. And if he lives on, he's still atheist. That's the funny thing about life and death. Let's listen to him.
Now 61 and living in Washington, cancer